Welcome back. If you live in Canada, I think you know about the Justin Trudeau Liberal government there have passed a legislation to go gradually for an all-out gun ban. And they're starting off with the semi-automatics. And there'll be another list of models of firearms which will be banned. The fact is, this buyback scheme which they have financially seem like all Western governments, they're in financial debt. It will cost them billions and billions, millions and millions of Canadian dollars. And it's not feasible in practice to, start knocking on every Canadian firearms license owners, persuading them that buy weapons from you, the state, and talk about sending these weapons to Ukraine. They're not war firearms or assault rifles. Mainly, they are for hunting, sport, and self-defense. Mainly, I mean, obviously, there are people who can pass parties and firearms in certain quantities. It's very expensive. And the fact is, in certain countries, like in America, the Second Amendment grants American citizen the right to possess legally a firearm to defend himself, and so on. You have to go by laws of the land where you are and what country you live in, basically. And there's brewing in the air. There could be elections next year in March, possibly, in Canada. And obviously all the top officials of the Justin Trudeau government, they have resigned in a row. They're just a laughing stock. The fact is, one of the first things of a dystopian government is to limit your rights. Freedom of speech, freedom to possess certain things. And the right to possess a legal firearm with a license, fulfilling all the requirements we have to do, they're taking away this rights. Slowly slowing Western, especially in Canada, concentrated. And a while back in America, they're saying due to high crimes with firearms. Crimes with firearms, obviously they're still not cancelled. All their weapons been stolen. Or these villains, they purchased firearms on the black market, which the government efforts should be combating that. Because you thinking taking away firearms from law-abiding citizens who possess legally a firearm will resolve or reduce crimes involving firearms. Most of these villains then use weapons which come off from the back market. There you should start hitting. And the fact is, no government be able to do an impact on this because this phenomenon has existed for decades and decades. I mean, obviously, if you have the money and you go through those underground channels, you couldn't even buy weapons which are used in war. Machine guns, assault rifles, grenades, God knows whatever. And there, they should, concentrate their energy combating that. So this is probably an unpractical thing in the end, because this buyback scheme, God knows, 2 years, 3 years, Justin Trudeau, his Liberal government be a thing of the past. Someone else comes in office, more conservatives, and probably you have a chance these so-called ridiculous laws will be thrown out of the window, because it's not practicable. Plus, who wants to possess a firearm? They follow the due process, legal process, bureaucratic process, and if they are fit to possess a firearm, why not? The thing is, you have to go behind the real hardened criminals, because these mass shootings, even then, in the process of evaluating the person, or that teenager got his hands on the firearms of his dad and stuff like that, which he done that shooting. We've been hearing a lot about that in the last year or so, and even years before. And even in America, they're saying, "Oh, we're going to crack down on firearms and blah 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 blah." You have to crack down on black market firearms, criminals behind who buy it, and those people who are not psychologically fit to handle a firearm or possess. These are the most of the cases. Mass shootings, they're usually crackpots with mental disorders, issues, and that stuff. I never heard of a story. It was a legal possessed person who committed these atrocities.